世界每天都面临着环境和气候变化的挑战。随着极地冰盖的融化、海平面的上升，我们需要答案以及寻找长久的解决方案。好消息是，我们已经找到了持之有效的解决方案，其中最可信的就是风力发电。
In this program, we will see how wind power can contribute to our common challenge to combat climate changes by reducing the world's CO2 emissions without compromising our energy's security of supply. Denmark has led the way with large-scale wind power. We will see how this achievement has been accomplished and how Denmark plans to proceed even further on a larger scale, exploiting the enormous power of nature to create CO2-free electricity to consumers wherever they are and whenever they need it. Wind is one of the most abundant natural energy sources in the world, and it's cheap, but it's tricky because it fluctuates. The main challenge with wind energy is to ensure a constant and reliable source of energy supply to consumers. And how do we do that when the energy source fluctuates as wind conditions change? This is the amazing story of how to integrate large amounts of wind energy into the power system.
欧盟规定，到2020年，20%的能源消耗必须由可再生能源提供。世界各国也纷纷制定了类似的指标，因此风电发展潜力巨大。在不同的国家，风电在电力消费中的供电比例差别是很大的。作为风电领域世界领先的国家，丹麦风电占电力消耗的比例现在已经达到了20%。让我们一起到丹麦国家电网公司去看看，了解他们究竟如何做到在发电系统中吸纳20%的风电的。
In 1980, all the electricity in Denmark was generated by 16 power stations. At that time, adjusting the electricity generation to suit the electricity consumption was, by and large, a question of throwing more or less fuel into the boilers at the power stations as and when it was needed. Today, the situation is different. The power stations still generate a substantial proportion of the energy. However, a fertile undergrowth of energy producers has emerged. Small local cogeneration plants, solar heating systems, and last but not least, approximately 5,500 wind turbines. The task of integrating all the electricity generated by the numerous producers is managed here at the national grid, the transmission system operator in Denmark.
将零星的几台风机接入到电网里不是什么问题，但如果要将数以万计的风机接入到电网中去，并且它们产生的风电要成为电力消费的重要组成部分时，电网就会面临巨大的挑战。比如说，当风力巨大、发电量远远超出用电量时该怎么办？而没风的时候，发电量不足又该怎么办呢？就算风电平均产量占了全国电力消费量的20%，丹麦仍然需要大量其他形式的发电。丹麦拥有世界上最高效的使用化石燃料和二氧化碳平衡的生物质燃料的发电厂。一般来讲，普通的发电站都不具备灵活调节发电量以适应上下波动的风电发电量的能力，但是丹麦的发电厂就具有这种调节发电量的性能。那么，要使风电成功的接入电网，丹麦是怎么做到的呢？在丹麦全国电网供电中，风电能成功占据20%的份额，主要借助几大工具。首先，它需要大量的风力发电机组来实现。丹麦有有效的风电补贴制度，与此同时，风电都可免费接入电网。国家立法和规划都确保了风电优先并网的地位，并且圈定了安装新的风力发电机组的区域。其次，丹麦拥有一个覆盖全国并与邻国相连的强大完善的电网，它能够将风电自如地输送到全国以及邻国的用户那里。然后，丹麦同时也是强大电力市场的一部分，在这个市场中，电力可以自由地买卖，最终来实现电力供需平衡，确保电价有竞争性和公平性。 最后，国家输电运营商也起到了重要的作用。他们的工作是通过随时告知发电厂增加和减少发电量，或者通过向邻国电网出口或进口电力，来确保实际发电量和实际用电量保持平衡。来到丹麦全国电网控制中心，这里看来忙得不可开交。原来一场大风暴刚刚过去，大风暴的到来就意味着丹麦的风力发电量激增。尽管如此，常规发电厂仍然维持运行，因为如果风速一旦超过每秒25米，为安全起见，风力发电机组必须停止运转。当风暴逐渐平息，常规电厂又可以逐步减少发电量，为下一次平衡电网做准备。这一切都由控制中心统一指挥。
Here we have an animation of what happened to wind power generation in western Denmark during the storm. Now, in the hours before the storm, you can see that the wind production was running at a maximum, indicated by the color yellow, and the surplus energy is immediately exported. Now we're nearing the moment when the storm hits the coast, the winds increase dramatically, and one by one, the wind turbines are shut down. There. In these vital minutes and seconds, the people here at the National Grid Control Room are really put to the test. The whole electricity supply for Western Denmark alters in a moment. Wind energy production is close to zero. Electricity export stops abruptly, and Western Denmark goes from electricity provided by wind energy to other forms of power production. Now, when the storm has passed, the wind turbines in Western Denmark can start up again. At the same time that the storm crosses over to eastern Denmark, the situation here now repeats itself over there. Right now, the people in the control room can catch their breaths. Wind power has been exploited perfectly, producing CO2-free electricity, and the users haven't even noticed it.
尽管将风电接入到电网充满巨大的挑战，丹麦仍不满足于20%的风电记录。
20% wind power in Denmark is only a partial target. Here we see plans for the future expansion of wind power in Denmark. A share of up to 50% wind power of the total electricity consumption is the target by the year 2020. And how will this happen? Well, that we can see here. In the future, the erection of wind turbines in Denmark will, to a far greater extent, be offshore. The green columns here represent the expansion capacity of the land-based wind turbines, which will level out. The blue columns represent the wind capacity of the offshore wind turbines, which by the year 2020 will account for approximately 1/3 of the total wind capacity in Denmark.
在今天介入20%比例的风电都已经困难重重了，丹麦又如何能实现50%，实现在2倍多的目标呢？让我们去哥本哈根寻找答案吧。
One of the keys to Denmark's ambition to go from 20 to 50% wind power is located here. A charger for electric batteries. Thousands of electric cars, together with heat pumps for heating, will draw on a large proportion of the energy generated by the new wind turbines, thus reducing the CO2 emissions in the transport and heating sectors. Furthermore, electric cars do not only come in the size of this one here. Many of the big car manufacturers already have electric car models in more conventional sizes ready to be launched onto the market. In the near future, a smart grid system will make it possible to charge your car either quickly or cheaply. The latter, naturally, when most electricity is available, typically at night or when it is windy.
让我们听听丹麦环境与能源部部长是如何看待风电的吧。
You know, as a country who has a lot of renewables, and particularly wind energy, of course it's interesting if we can find ways to use also the surplus power being generated when it blows a lot, when the wind is very strong. So if we could sort of store it on batteries and drive on these batteries, then of course it will be extremely interesting, not only for Denmark, but to the whole world.
除了电动汽车和热水泵，人们还需要更多的新工具，才能达到由风电提供50%电力消费的目标。随着丹麦继续在沿海和离岸地区兴建海上风电场，来增加风力发电总量，这些新工具也将逐渐投入使用。在波罗的海的克里格地区的海上风电项目是丹麦认为最值得关注的项目之一。在这个项目中，丹麦、瑞典和德国都计划在这一地区建设海上风电场。与各国分别将风电输送上岸的方式不同，这里的风电场都相互连接，不但可以将电力输送上岸，还可以在3国电网之间相互输送和交换。这很可能将成为世界第一个海上小型超级电网，为将来在北海及地中海建设超级电网奠定了基础。这一项目在国际上受到高度关注，并得到欧盟的支持。
Well, my electric car has been recharged here in Copenhagen. It's time to move on. For many, the Danish Windcase will seem like a distant dream of the future. But climate changes mean that we must find sustainable solutions for the energy we use. Wind power is one of many possibilities, but more than any other renewable energy, the prospect of wind power reducing the world's CO2 emissions by 10 billion tons by the year 2020 is not a distant dream. As we've seen from the example from Denmark, there are sustainable solutions for integrating wind power into an electricity grid. So, when we talk about energy, the future is green. And in Denmark, the future has already begun.